Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where we're working together step by step through the ABRSM Theory Grades. There are lots of resources available to help you. On my website, if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets. They are freely available to download in either US letter or A4, and they accompany each step of this series. There's a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also find out about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and hints on how to best prepare for your exam, and also how to make the best use of your time on exam day when you're actually working through your exam paper. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really great, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. And now we're going to continue with the last questions of the Grade 5 2014 paper B. So if you turn with me to page 14, and we'll have a look at question 5 to begin with. Now we have some scales work to do here, and this could be a really easy question if before you start, because you do need to always keep referring to keys and key signatures, and so before I even start I just sketch out the list of the circle of fifths, and then all the thinking is done in one go, and I haven't got to keep bringing that to remembrance, and then that's the stress of that gone away. If you're not sure how to do that, I've put a link in the cards and in the description to my video tutorial, the circle of fifths, and it explains exactly how to do that. And so that means you're all prepared and you can just whiz through these scales questions. So let's see what we're asked to do here. We need to write a key signature of 5 flats, and then we need to write 1 octave descending, we're going down, of the major scale of that key. So 5 flats would be B, E, A, D and G flats, and that would be D flat major. So first of all, let's get our key signature. We're asked to write a key signature here. Sometimes we might be asked to add it as accidentals, but here we need a key signature. So being careful to place those in the treble clef. B, E, A, D, G. Just out of interest, the next to the last flat is always our major key. So if there are B, E, A, D, G flats, we're in D flat major. So we're going to be descending, so I'm going to start on a high D. And then remember, scale means step, so we're just coming down a next door notes line, space, line, space for an octave. Plenty of room, so I'm just spreading that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've ended on D. All those steps are correct, so that's one soon done. That's an easy 5 marks there. Next one, write 1 octave ascending, so we're going upwards, of C sharp melodic minor. Do not use a key signature, but put in all the accidentals as required. We're using semi-breves again, that's so we don't have to worry about stems. Now then, first of all, I'm just going to get the blobs in place. So we're in bass clef, so I'm just going to start on C, start low, and then I can go high. I'm going to step up my octave, and then everything's in place for me to do the thinking. B, C, there's my octave in steps. Now C sharp minor is related to E major, which would have a key signature of F, C, G, D sharp. So I'm going to put those in. However, you need to make sure you're working in pencil, because you are going to have to perhaps rub out at times. So let's just do that first of all. So if it is that you're not comfortable working in this clef, it depends what instruments you play. You could even just sketch the letter names underneath. Just do anything that helps you make that thinking easier. So now we want F sharps. C sharps comes twice because it's the tonic that comes at the beginning and the end. G sharps, and D sharp, so that's our key signature in place. Now remember, in the ascending form of the melodic minor scale, we then also have to raise the 6th and the 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the 7th, because we're ascending. And so to raise that, it's a natural becomes the sharp, a natural becomes the sharp. And that's that question completed. That's that job done. So now if you turn the page with me, you can see that this question here is the composition of a melody, or composition of a melody to words. However, we can just skip this. Neither of these questions appear on the 2018 syllabus. So from 2018, that melody question will not appear. So we're going to just crack on, ignore that. It doesn't change the fact that these past papers from earlier years are an excellent revision resource. However, that little bit is no longer relevant. So this is the last question. I always think this is a nice easy question to finish on. We're asked to indicate suitable chords based upon the notes that we've been given in the melody. However, we need to make sure that we're writing cadence points. So if there's any sort of option between the chords, we need to choose one that will make sense as a cadence. So remember, 5 to 1 is a perfect cadence. That's like a strong close, sort of a ta-da finish. 4 to 1 is also a strong a close. It sounds finished, but it's sort of less strong. It's a more gentle amen sort of finish. And if we end on a chord 5, we can have anything to chord 5, and that's an imperfect cadence that leaves us hanging. It doesn't sound finished at all. So then, we are in the key of, let's have a look, G major with a key signature of F sharp. So I'm just going to map out what it is we're going to be looking for. So if I just squish that here so we can see. So we're looking for chords 1, 2, 4 and 5. 2 is sometimes used, it's a good lead into a cadence point. However, all the thinking is done for us here because they've given us the melody notes. So chord 1 is based on G, 2 is based on A, B, C and D. So we'll build up the triads now, the first, the third and the fifth. G, B, D, A, C, E, C, E, G, D, F, A. Of course we've got F sharps, but your key signature will deal with that. We've got a nice little double check. The fifth note for 1, 3, 5 forms the basis of chord 5, so we can just check we've not gone wrong. So then, let's crack on and name these chords. Now we have here an F, F sharp of course, but your key signature deals with that, a D, an E and an F. Now that E isn't part of the harmony, that's a passing note. It passes through, just filling in the gap, passing by step. It's just kind of a little extra fill-in note. So really the harmony notes are D and F. So chord 5 nicely answers that. Doesn't have to have every single note in it. We can tell just from those 2 notes this is the chord that answers. None of the other chords would do. And we're not commenting on which inversion it is because we've got no bass notes, and so it's not possible to say what position the chord is in. Now let's look at this one. We have a G and a B and a D. That's a clear-cut chord 1. So we have a perfect cadence here, a ta-da kind of ending sound here. Now here we have a C, an A and an E. That's a nice chord 2 there. C, A, E, yes, I just got a little bit confused there. Chord 2. And then here we have a D, a G and a D. Now here that's going to be a chord 1. That answers that one. And then here, this last one, we have a D, an A, a G, F, E, D. However, all of these are not going to be harmony notes. These are passing notes, just passing through by step. There's our harmony note, passing note, harmony note, just a fill-in note. So our harmony notes are D, A, F, D. That's a chord 5, and that's an imperfect cadence, just leaving us hanging. So that's the last cadence of this question. That's the last question of this paper, and so we'll finish it there. I do hope it's helpful to you. I do hope that you've enjoyed working through that. I hope it's of benefit to your studies. If you can give me a like, that would be super. Please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more to come, and please give me a like, that would be fab. Also, please do visit sharonbill.com and have a browse through all the resource and information that's available to help you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.